documents based on the uniform that Baylor is wearing. Motley will jump it up along with Lucas. Big time matchup in Waco. Kansas and Baylor, and we're underway.
And right now, thank you, Scott Drew, and Ian Eagle. Well, it's a 1-3-1 morph matchup with minimum principles.
Kansas out on the perimeter.
Good hands.
Deflected. On the push, Motley drives in. Oh, the Euro step. It doesn't go. Rebound ripped down. Motley muscles it through to put Baylor on the board.
And that is their game. Height is their strength. Handling this 1-3-1, they make themselves bigger on the wings. Tough to get entry passes. Nice pass, a little harsh, but I like
Virginia on Monday night, 84-80 overtime victory. Dramatic win. They trailed by 14 with 2:58 remaining and beat the Mountaineers.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Little post up, no double. They like to bounce, use both hooks.
The wall.
Left and right.
Achiuel can't get it to drop. And the rebound controlled by Mikhailuk.
Try and beat the zone down as quickly as you can push it. This is where he's gotten better.
Left hand, no good. Lucas snags it on the inside. Kansas can get a reload. They will with Graham. Corner pop. No. Lucas battling on the interior. And a
drive. This will limit Mason somewhat.
Baylor #1 in the conference in rebounding margin. They average nearly 8 more rebounds per game than their opponent. Back in, Motley double team.
Nice job by Mikhailuk breaking down.
The repost. Motley fades short. Rebound, Karam's out. And a foul call. And in talking with Scott,
Clark Kellogg's fills up that stat sheet. A stat sheet stuffer. Boy, that was a little tougher to get out.
Alliteration can often be tough, right?
Right, very much so. Nice flash again. Good hands this time.
3-0 lead for Baylor. Kansas looking to get on the board. Skip pass. Mikhailuk on a bounce. Jackson feeds it for Lucas. Doesn't take it initially. Now he does. Too strong. Lucas.
You can offensive rebound. Another turnover with the length and width. Long arms.
Wainwright gets it ahead. McClure, the jumper, short. Back outside, Wainwright.
Good around the rim.
LeConte, the trigger man.
And they like to get it to him once it comes in. Pin down, here he comes.
LeConte, the transfer from Miami, has been a perfect fit for this Baylor team. Pure point guard.
He's a real sound player. No French pastry.
Belgian background, in fact. Out of bounds.
Straight up man, Bird. They're playing more man this year, Baylor. Little ball screen.
Graham probing. He's hit.
Frank, the two of us.
Who's who?
You would be the
percent shooter, Devontae Graham, hybrid, so he can put his disposal.
I could have used you on my college boards.
Oh, the big words?
Yeah, very impressed.
3-2 Baylor.
First time, and this is what he does best now, I think.
Motley, Achiuel, free underneath.
And Motley with the find, and that's really improved their game. He's an unselfish kid.
Scott Drew has been really happy with his decision-making in the double team. Jackson gives it up. Kansas is down 5-2.
Nice passing. They really pass well.
Extra feed. Oh, Lucas gets hammered.
Good decisions finding people.
Missed them both. The foul was changed to Ish Wainwright. But Kansas has nothing to show for that possession. 5-2 Baylor. Motley lobs it upstairs. Catch, Wainwright in some traffic. Kicks it out. LeConte takes the baseline. Motley fires short. Wainwright throwing his body around, and it's a foul.
Looks like straight up man.
Kansas 7-1 in true road games this season. They only lost at West Virginia.
This is the weave and the dive.
Mason has not been involved on the offensive end. Jackson's jumper off the mark. Lindsey flies in for the rebound.
6'5", not a bad rebounder either.
Lindsey, very steady, calming influence. Now a sophomore out of Salt Lake City. Motley on a dump down. Lawal Achiuel. Ball fake, baby hook.
Funny, huh? Herky-jerky, but effective. And Jackson with a tough matchup on Motley.
Kansas has yet to convert from the field. They're 0-4. Mason gives up his dribble.
I don't think Mason's had a shot, Bert.
leading the Big 12 in three-pointers.
They are up on him with that length.
Mason the drive. Nice fake. Bragg with a flush.
How about that little dribble drop?
Bragg. 7-4 Baylor.
A tough match right here. Nice high-low.
Motley loses it. Teams to 62.2 points per game.
And we have that graphic. Who they beat in Oregon, Louisville, Xavier, BCU. Unbelievable, impressive start of this season. And right now, this is a confusing kind of D. You got to be patient. Get in the gaps. Dribble drive, maybe collapse two.
Shot clock is down to 5. Bragg gets a look. Rimming, no. Kept alive by Vic, but knocked over to LeConte for Baylor.
Great check up by Lindsey, too. Keep going inside, I would suggest.
Nouni Omot is in for the Bears. Motley, hard double.
He's got a dribble and then fine.
Goes cross court. Omot. Oh, my!
Oh, yes.
A 3.
And just that drag dribble set it up. Drew a little more blue towards him.
10-4 Baylor. Baylor trailed 11-0 in that loss to Texas Tech. Actually had the lead at halftime.
Nice pass.
In some traffic. It's Jackson with a finish.
And Graham with a ball fake to the corner where there wasn't a player set that up.
Josh Jackson out of Detroit. Freshman putting up excellent numbers. 16.5 points, over 7 rebounds, and nearly 2 steals per game.
But he is just sensational, Bird. Amazing performer. Once again, the double. And now the rotation.
Motley curls towards the rim, floats it up. No.
There's alert to the dump down.
Foul goal percentage.
Of course, sitting out that year gathers.
Motley, a fourth-year junior, and that's been the MO for Baylor. Redshirting players, allowing them to develop, grow with the program. Mason, denied! Lawal Achuo.
I think he had a dump down, too. He's not averse to making that jumper outside.
Knocked to the outside. And Baylor with 52-42 in the second half at Lubbock the other night.
There's that little cross screen they run so well. And then a pin down. Thought he may have walked.
Motley! Percent shooter, can convert at the line and does. 15-6 Baylor. Kansas having a tough time getting into a rhythm on offense. Vic, an open look.
Boy, that
bottom. It's a 3.
They're getting shots. It's just a matter of knocking them down. And they'll get more comfortable picking this zone apart. So I think you'll see Baylor do a lot more man-to-man.
Major improvement from freshman year to sophomore year for LeGerald Vic out of Memphis, Tennessee.
There's little post rubs, occasionally a cross screen.
Landon Lucas back in for Kansas. Drop step. Oh, the denial by Jackson.
Get back to him. Nice little denial. Scouting. Nice hands.
Knocked away. Have to work quickly here. Turnaround doesn't go for Motley. Long rebound. Lucas gets it ahead for Mason. Challenging Lindsey with a bump.
Oh, should have let it go.
Goaltend. Texas Tech.
Coaches always have an answer, though, right? Scott, I said, boy, this kid can really play, but he can't guard. He's not guarding the way I want him.
He can score, though. Masson just lost the ball. Jackson gets it ahead. Graham lines it up. Off the mark. Omot.
Nice play.
Knocked away by Jackson. Cross court. Mason will take it. That won't go. And it's controlled by Motley for Baylor. Kansas having a tough time from the perimeter. Jayhawks are 4 of 12 shooting. Lindsey looking for an opening, drives in on Lucas.
Nice job by Lucas, helping him recover.
Ooh, circles.
Good hands again.
Graham
Jackson
steps in front, triggers the break for Mason. Lobs it upstairs. Special delivery. Josh Jackson climbs the imaginary ladder.
And Bird, that's all about defense, though. That's set it up. He is scintillating around the rim. Couple of us. Part of the progress during the season. The ups and downs of players maybe not comfortable or supporting the proper fashion. Baseline runs again. This kid can make the 3, and they know it will come.
Baylor has committed 3 consecutive turnovers. Kansas on a 7-0 run. Lob it upstairs. Motley got 2 men in the air and still lost the ball. Graham comes away with it for Kansas.
Don't get back. Maston gives an open look.
Whips it ahead for the corner jump, and it doesn't go.
I love the way they shorten the floor, Kansas. You got to recover quickly, efficiently.
LeGerald Vic off the mark for Kansas.
Good hands again.
Another deflection. Jackson got a piece of it.
He is long.
We approach the halfway point, first half. Too strong from LeConte.
With those 2 fouls, got to play intelligently. He's got Vic.
Mason, the bounce. What a setup for Lucas.
It's very tough to guard. You got the ball screen, you got shooters on the wing. You eliminate any weak side help.
It's a 9-0 Kansas run. We're tied at 15. LeConte directing traffic.
A little 2-3 zone now. Bill has done more things with wrinkles. Triangle at 2, I've seen him use.
Try it inside. Motley. Lucas there defensively. Crossover. Motley leans. Nothing there. And a block shot. That's down. Jumper. LeConte nails it from long range.
And Mason knows it too. Just a little late. He knew from preparation. That's what they love to do.
Second one for LeConte. 18-15 Baylor.
Reeve used the high five. Ooh, tough shot.
Mason off the rim, no good. Rebound controlled by Maston. LeConte on the push. Looks ahead. Underneath. Motley.
How about that? Running the floor, Motley. Lucas just couldn't get back to support. Pretty good counter, Berg.
20-15 Baylor. Motley with 9 quick points. And a foul called out front. King McCandlin. LeConte went for the steal. Graham. Oh, the floater doesn't go. Baylor up by 5.
I love the way Motley gets down the floor, drags people.
Maston rims out. Rebound. Vic got a piece. A sprawl. Basketball Hall of Fame.
How about that? That's unbelievable. Goalie Massimino as well, correct?
Yep, Bo Ryan, former Wisconsin head coach. Vic, the jump shot, too strong.
Nice check out. Look, they go rim to rim, Bill Russell style. It really drags the D, makes you work.
Rebounding numbers 15-7 in favor of Baylor. They've got a 5-point lead as we hit the 8-minute mark of this first half. Wainwright watched by Mikhailuk.
LeConte plays off the ball with Ish at the point.
LeConte, book it. It's a 3.
A little bit fatigued right now. They need him to perform at their little pinch post entry.
Motley, who deferred last year to Torian Prince, Rico Gathers, Lester Medford.
Nice pass.
Hooks a pass inside, and Lucas with the deuce.
Mikhailuk just took that dribble a little further, drew those neon jerseys, and a terrific left-handed entry.
Baylor lost all 3 meetings with Kansas last year. In fact, they've lost 9 straight in the series. LeConte feeds the post.
They're staying straight up.
Extra feed, McClure. The penetration, the pocket pass. Maston has it blocked.
Teams like to drive. Mikhailuk.
Jackson yet to get it going here for Kansas.
Straight up man.
Mason goes around 2 defenders, sets it up. Jackson doesn't take the 3. Oh, what a feed. Whirling dervish, LaGerald Vic with a pretty finish.
And Josh dribbles baseline and finds that opposite corner. Great entry.
That was a skimmer of a pass to Vic. LeConte veering, using the screen from Lawal Achiuil.
They got what they want, the big guy on the box. They have a good
outplaced by Motley. Kansas is 1 of 6 from 3-point territory, but 14 in the paint. Fade away, rims out for Jackson.
Nice call, though. An ISO from the elbow to a one-on-one.
LeConte forced to back it out. Wainwright a 3. Rims out. Lucas with a rebound.
He is a big-time rebounder, Lucas.
Comes in averaging 8.4 per game. The flip doesn't go by Mason.
Really unable to get any body contact, too. They're giving him his distance, using their length to negate.
Baylor started this season 15-0. They were 20-1, now 22-4. Still off to a terrific start in the Big 12 at 9-4, trying to close the gap with Kansas at the top of the standings. 23-19 Baylor. 5.5 to play first half.
Nice string out.
Motley drives, dishing out some punishment. Motley floater, no, tipped around, won't go. Lucas digging in.
Playing a lot more because of the shortness up front.
LeConte misses on the in.
Nice screen, Lindsey.
Ball is off. Lawal Achiuil missed it. Jackson open floor. Graham goes cross court.
Boy, they use the floor great. Pretty good reaction by Baylor.
Screen set by Lightfoot. Mason makes his move on a kick for Graham. 5 minutes to play first half. Loop it inside. Jackson the catch. Motley using his body. Jackson maneuvers. Can't finish. Knocked out of bounds by Light.
Josh unable to convert because of the size or the thought of it.
Baylor 14-1 at home. The only loss coming to Kansas State, 56-54, early February. Jump shot, Lindsay. A three. Jake Lindsay knocks it down.
Great presence to know the location. Let's see, they go back to their zone.
That jumper, Mikhailov, comes off the rim. LeConte in a hurry. No look. Bounces off of Motley. He didn't expect it.
A great play by Jackson as well.
Mason the shake and bake. Off balance, he draws the foul. A natural pressure on the defense with his style.
Anything
over 1,600 career points and 500 assists. Sharon Collins, Kurt Heinrich, Darnell Valentine, the other Z, and Omot for Baylor.
Zone look on the out of bounds.
LeConte defended by Mason.
I think that foul line and a look opposite. We've seen that earlier.
LeConte gives up his dribble. Motley out front, 12 to shoot. Lindsay makes his move. LeConte, a three. Back of the iron, long rebound to Mason. It's a run out. 3-on-1 developing. Mason. Jackson with a rack attack. Woo!
What? Plenty of time to do the damage. Boy, that kid can soar with the best of them.
He is a great finisher around the rim.
You think so?
You think that was a bold statement, huh?
You are right, though, Bird.
26-23 Baylor. We approach 3 minutes to go in this first half. LeConte, that's deep. Yes! That's right.
He can stretch it. Up this kid's confidence. Came here to play. Adrian Rodriguez had all the time.
Jackson, short. Fowler making its threes. 5 to 10. Mott! Going way up high for the big finish.
The pass and the back screen were just gorgeous off the timeout against that 2-3 zone. Great preparation by Scott Drew and his guys.
Out of the timeout, they score with the alley-oop, and it's 31-23 Baylor. Vic thought about it. Now working around the perimeter.
Nice flash. Vic.
Lost it. Fourth turnover for Kansas. They had 3 early. Baylor can bring this lead to double figures.
That's the play he loves. That little fake dribble handoff. Nice.
The fake and jam. Lowell. Winning streak's alive. That's coming up. AT&T at the half. Baylor has its largest lead thanks to a 7-0 run.
Pretty good offensive maneuvers.
That's deep. Graham off the rim. Motley the board.
Trying to get it back in a hurry. Still the 2-3 zone now.
Just over a minute to go in this first half.
Straight up man, excuse me.
Lindsay comes to the ball. 14 to shoot. Omot looks down low. Motley goes cross court. LeConte had his defender Graham leaning. Lindsay didn't take the shot. LeConte with 3, with 2. LeConte. He is crafty.
He can. The little guy, when Lindsay gets in there, he can do more damage.
Baylor up by 12. Bragg playing with those 2 fouls. Mason lines it up. And he buries it. It's a triple.
You mentioned this backcourt. They are so cool. Unabashed, under control. Turn that crowd off.
That ends a 9-0 run. There's a 3-second difference. Shot clock to game clock as we're winding down in this first half.
How are you going to handle the ball screen is key now for Kansas. They're going to trap it.
Mason guarding LeConte. 7 on the timer. LeConte.
Nice.
Good anticipation. Lobs it in, up for grabs. Caught by Motley. Shot clock at 2, at 1. Charge. It's going the other way. Lindsey Mason scoops it up. 4 seconds, 3 seconds.
Slap back.
Jackson. Josh Jackson nails.
Don't give second opportunities to Baylor. That would be a good start. And on the other end, be a little more efficient offensively. Take better shots and see if Mason can go and run in the show, get in the lane and find people. They're so good at that.
Baylor ranked number 4 in the country. They were unranked in the preseason poll.
And Bird, this is a change. They go straight up. We got away with a discard.
Motley can't finish it. Comes up with a rebound. The foul underway here in the second half from Waco.
Go to Motley if they're not going to double. They do back you in. You got to move these thin bodies away from that box area if you're Kansas. Nice.
LeCompte ball fake. Tried to bank it. Ball knocked around. Controlled by Wainwright. Another rebound for Baylor.
Well, you're going to pay the price.
McClure loops it inside. Lawal Achiuil didn't have position.
And what a great job by Lucas coming over to help his partner.
Graham had the hole cut off. Inside, Lucas lays it in.
And that worked in the first half, too, with that dive to the rim with everybody spread. You got to stay honest defensively.
Baylor with 8 offensive rebounds, having extended possession, but got no production out of it. 35-31, Bears.
Nice show.
Swings it. McClure.
Here comes a double.
Motley gets rid of it. Shot clock's down to 6. McClure across his body with a flip to the rim.
This kid's played a lot of late. Last couple of games, he's been able to force Freeman, provide a lift with the jumper. That time, a nice looking floater.
The Dallas native sophomore King McClure. Loop it up. And a big jam. It's Jackson once again going up high, and Mason finds it.
Bird, Mason could throw that as high as he wants. That was an incredible release by him.
37-33, Baylor. 6 assists for Mason. McClure defended by Graham. High screen, Motley.
Nice job. Now they help out.
Motley, the jump shot. He sticks it.
I'll tell you what, he is a tough out. We've seen him beat Kansas defense in a number of spots that time, stepping out, looming large.
39-33, Baylor. Lucas had an opening there. The cut. Mason, the teardrop.
He really bailed his teammate out. Lucas not one of those guys who's going to jack up that tough angle shot.
9 for Frank Mason III. 39-35, Baylor. Wainwright watched by Mikhailuk.
Nice double screen and then another double.
LeCompte with 10 to shoot. High screen, Motley. Motley, pick and pop. Off the back of the iron. Box out by Mikhailuk. Kansas has opened up this second half. 3 of 3 from the field. Mason, beautiful move. Walks the tightrope on a kick out. Mikhailuk, the 3, no. Tip in. Lucas trying to save it for Baylor. Still no signs of Al Freeman, who is available for the Bears. Motley drives in. Lucas holds his ground. Motley wheels inside for 2.
Well, this kid is a load. Little horn set. And they empty that side, able to ward off with the arm and finish.
He's added muscle, about 20 pounds since he showed up as a freshman at Baylor.
Could have fooled me.
13 points for Motley, and Graham answers with a triple.
They don't go away. You're going to have to play your best to beat this team.
41-38 Baylor. Just over 4 minutes gone by in the second half.
Here's where LeCompte is dangerous. You a nice little job getting through traffic by Mason.
LeCompte, Lucas shows. Motley's left free, drives in for the flip. No. And a foul over. He has 6 assists. Jackson has had 3 big dunks.
Nice block by Lucas.
Lucas the seal, but he lost it.
Well, he's great at that, but he's got to do a quicker job adjusting and finishing strong.
3-point lead for Baylor, trying to add to it here with Motley clearing for Wainwright.
Motley, I think, can do some damage with Jackson down on that box. Here they come with that little cross screen.
Lindsey way outside. 10 to shoot. LeConte against Mason. The pick from Motley.
Nice recovery.
Shot clock winding down. Motley
Pretty
gets
dish.
it up. Awesome. Junior Lawal Achiuil shoots it. Played basketball for the first time in 11th grade. Originally from South Sudan, moved to Uganda, and then to Australia. 4-point lead for Baylor. Jackson, one-on-one, the crossover. Sweeping move, no. Ball knocked around. Jackson had his hands on it. Tracked down by Motley and saved for Baylor. Lindsey through traffic. The bounce.
No one stopped the dribble. Lindsey with his eyes up. Great layup.
Baylor up by 6. Just about 6 minutes gone by in this second half. Cross court. Graham fires. It's short.
He knew.
Trying to save it. He does. What an effort. Mason the drive. The blow by. Rejector. And they do.
Well, you got to put this ball off.
44-41 Baylor. LeConte in the backcourt with Lindsey.
Nice job by Vic taking that duck in by Wainwright.
Motley the cross. He coughs it up. Stolen by Vic. Accelerated. Deflected. Oh, it caromed off the rim. Brad could not squeeze it. Lindsey the other way.
Nothing
Going
there.
1-on-2. Swatted out of there.
For the Riri, though. So many big guys. Again, the same play and not ready. He out of bounds. And Mason knows. He looked at Bill Self. They just do a nice job of screening to let the little guy receive the ball.
Manu LeConte, 4 of 7 from three-point territory. He's got 14 points. The drive and the finish in Virginia behind
Moses Malone.
Oh yeah, Malone. You had to finish that off. Not that Moses.
No. He is something, this kid. Overlooked. Not sure where he wanted to go.
15 points, 8 in the second half, and a turnover. Mason loops it ahead. Graham waits for his teammates. The cutter. Jackson is fouled by Massey. Always compete hard as Jackson hits the first. Yes. Jackson misses on the second, and it's rebounded by Omot. Foul called. Jackson stuck around and bounding now.
They know where the guards are.
Kansas has cut it to 2. Lindsey the ball fake. Lindsey goes cross court. LeConte gives it up. Motley turns. Off the rim, no good. Vic couldn't grab it. And it.
Straight up man.
A Kansas win would give them a 3-game lead in the Big 12 with 4 games to play.
A weave and a pin down.
Vic gives it up. Graham lines it up. Off the back of the iron. Mikhailuk knocked it.
Flash others to that foul line.
LeConte has been the difference maker. 14 points. Major damage from the perimeter. Lindsey looking down low.
Looking to get a screen. Nobody's flashed. Wainwright finally gets in there.
Lindsey, penetration, almost turned it over. LeConte in some trouble. Shot clock down to 2. There's the cough up. Up ahead. Mason drives in. Left hand, he missed it. Fight for it. Vic puts it in.
And that's why you run the floor. Vic, very aware, very alert.
Just the second tie of the day. We are knotted up at 47 apiece. Trying to do the same. A steal.
Not a good pass at all. Nice run again.
Vic, extra feed. Lines it up. Jump shot doesn't go for Graham. Tracked down by Mikhailuk.
Boy, quicker to the ball of late. Always got a button down.
Kansas looking for the lead. Vic swings it. Graham on a bounce. Mason, the floater. Frank Mason III has taken over.
And where he's taken over was the dive. And of course, that guy they'd love to have, but he'll be out for the year. Azubuike, great talent. But Mason's so smart with that dive and flash and the ability to finish the deal.
Left wrist injury for Udoka Azubuike has cost him the rest of his freshman season. They have high hopes for him moving forward.
And Bird Wainwright is back. They may be putting him back in.
8-0 run, 49-47. High archer, Omot missed it. Rebound, nice knock around by Vic. Mikhailuk steps into it and drills it. It's a 3.
You got to get back and matched up. That's what they're so efficient at. Stretching the floor, you got to identify. Stretch your D. Little lob out of the timeout.
Lawal Ochuel could not come up with it. Kansas on the attack again. Vic leaves it for Graham.
Nice run by Lucas. Boy, he doesn't make mistakes, does he?
Mason against LeConte. Cross court. Slow it down here with 9:42 to play, second half.
Nice
Graham.
hesitation.
Head and shoulder fake. The fadeaway, rimming, no. Knocked up in the air, and Lawal Ochuel got it for Baylor.
Well, you got to get your legs, get a good shot, get your big guys in position for a follow.
Bears have 13 turnovers, 6 in the second half.
That
Motley, they need it. Jump hook comes up short.
Good shot. Nothing wrong with that.
Graham the acceleration. Mason, Mikhailo corner pop. Rims out, and Lucas called for the foul.
Just got to walk away. Little ball screen, now a back screen.
Motley hands to LeConte. Back to Motley. Spin move. Motley lost it. Lucas there defensively. Motley again. Drop step. Left hand. Motley sticks with the play.
Great footwork by the big guy. Took that bang by Lucas, who stood him up pretty good.
That ends an 11-0 run. Motley has 15. This is a 3-point game.
Keep going to Motley at that end. See if they double. Excellent passer.
Mikhailo lost it. Taken away by Motley.
Got to respect the D. And they get back late on a cover.
Wainwright back in. He buries it. It's a three.
Mikhailo.
Wainwright left with ankle trouble. He comes back onto the floor and knocks down the triple. We're tied at 52. Mason. Hesitation dribble. Set up. It's a travel on Lucas. Luke, Vic, Bragg, and Jackson. LeConte, McClure, Wainwright, Motley, and Lawal Ochuel for Baylor.
Ball screen, they got him with the slip.
Motley.
Nice.
Fake. Pull up. Off the rim, no good. And a weak side rebound to Vic.
You got an open look again.
Mikhailo. He knew it. He missed it. Run out. LeConte racing to the rim. LeConte, left hand. Count it. Goaltending. And LeConte grabbing his.
Middle against that 2-3.
Out of the timeout. Long strike. Jackson had it blocked by Motley. Out of bounds. Ankle injury. He got credit for the bucket on the goaltend. The timeout was called. LeConte has shaken it off.
They let McClure run the point for him.
Just don't know if LeConte has the kind of movement that he's usually accustomed to right now.
He's not moving that well.
McClure.
Nice look.
Inside. Denial. Jackson to shake it off. Lawal Ochuel. 11 points. Attack on another. 56-52 Baylor. It's a 9-0 run for the Bears.
Oh, nice job sustaining, getting back in by Baylor.
Graham was looking for the dribble handoff to Vic, but it was covered nicely by Baylor. Mason. Wainwright there defensively. Mikhailo circles. Ball fake by Vic. Lost it for a moment. Saves it for Graham. 8 to shoot.
No dribble drive.
Mason goes between the legs, challenging Wainwright. Mason throws it up. He's fouled between these two teams. He went 16 of 8, 24 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, and the come-from-behind effort next will be a home game with TCU on Wednesday night for Kansas.
Jamie Dixon's guys, they really did a nice job as well.
Baylor up by 2. We approach 6 minutes to go in this second half.
Nice little pin down for an open look.
Motley inside the arc. He buries it.
What a great set. Double screen. Motley able to convert. Let it go through him.
17 for Motley. 4-point lead for Baylor. Lucas gets a touch. The discard. Steps. New shot clock to work with. Get it in for Mikhailo.
See if they're going to use Lucas. See if Mason can get in the lane. Nice help.
Plenty of time on the shot clock. Mikhailo gives it up. Vic, the drive to the rim. He's fouled. Off the mark. Jumpers a day to prepare for his sophomore year. As he hits on the second, who averaged 27 points per game as a senior in high school in Memphis, Tennessee. 58-55 Baylor. 5.5 to go. LeConte fires. It's way off. Long rebound. Graham goes up on the scorer's table to save it.
That's a little vintage Mason. Look at him blow by.
Mason slammed down on a follow, and Mason is with a make.
This is where he rests, by the way.
Frank Mason, second one. 2 out of 2.
And Bert Lindsey on the floor now. LeCompte plays better, I think, off the ball in this situation.
Motley drive and kick. McClure fires. It's a 3.
Provided by a great dish.
4-point advantage for Baylor. Under 5 minutes to play. Jackson hands for Mason. 15 to shoot. Mason off the double team. Clears for Graham. Goes to the corner. Out of bounds. Lead Baylor in 19 minutes. And Lindsey's handling the ball with, as you mentioned, Ralph LeCompte off the ball.
And by the way, Motley got a hand, that nice little screen to get him this pop.
Short pop. And it's Motley.
Pretty good setup on the screen.
6-point lead for Baylor. Timeout, Kansas. 3:57 Baylor. We hit the 4-minute mark of the second half here in Waco.
Straight up man. Lucas tried to duck in.
Mason drives. Mason! Frank Mason is lethal.
Axwell just stayed at home too long. Could have come over and deterred. But you are right. What a leader.
23 points for Mason. It's a 4-point lead for Baylor.
Con hasn't been as mobile. That's part of the problem, I think. The little bump underneath might be Vic again. Or
Ellis, Texas. Nails the first. Starting with the suspension of Alton. Mason drives, kicks, ball fake. Jackson, long strides to the hoop.
That's a tough matchup for him with Motley. Motley's got to come out and play him. That's the way they got to go, coming down the stretch.
The Baylor lead is 4. Lindsey handles it. Watched by Mason.
They got a hold on the baseline.
Under 3 minutes to go now. Baylor 65, Kansas 61. Graham tries to shake and bake on Lindsey. Graham fires in and out.
What a rebound.
Comes up with the offensive board.
Big time snatch.
A reload for Kansas. Mason slips it inside. And Jackson Skywalker.
That's not fair. That is absolutely unfair. The poise of this little guy to make a find. Ooh, the hammer.
Lob it upstairs. Motley with Lucas playing with 4 fouls.
Nice double.
Tries to kick it out. It's intercepted by Graham. And he's fouled by LeCompte. 1-point game. Confident free throws from the junior Devontae Graham. We are tied at 65. Just over 2 minutes left. And a timeout called by Scott.
Properly and step in for the look.
Baylor looking to take the lead.
Single double cross screen. He's got to get
Motley double team. They blitz him. 9 to shoot now. Back off. High screen Motley. LeCompte uses it. The fake. Drives. Sneaks in. Off the window. It doesn't go. Fight for the loose ball. Knocked to the outside. Graham's got it. Acceleration by Graham. Challenging Lindsey. Puts it up. No good. And it's rebounded by Luol Actuel.
And he did a great job, Actuel, not to get involved there for goaltending.
A minute and a half to play in regulation. Wainwright matched up with Vic. Scott Drew directing traffic.
They got to do a better job getting Motley the ball down on the box. He's lingering out here.
Motley, 5 to shoot. Tries to hand it to LeCompte. Shot clock's down to 2. Down to 1. LeCompte throws it up. Off the back of the iron. Offensive board, Wainwright.
And they don't have to be in a hurry now.
It's a reset for Baylor with under a minute to go. We are tied at 65.
Always talking about Wainwright does so many things. Big time offensive rebound.
LeCompte using the screen. Down to 45 seconds left.
They hit Motley. They're not looking in. Here's a double. Somebody's got to move. Cut or look back.
Motley drops it inside. Layup. No! Luol Actuel could not finish. Kansas with the basketball. 7-second difference, shot clock to game clock.
See if Bill's going to call it. Timeout.
They'll call it. Question is, when did he thing down here in regulation?
A little bit of a zone look. Watch the offensive rebound.
Knotted up at 65 apiece. 8 to shoot. Graham fires off the iron. No. Lucas keeps it alive. Lucas battling. And a foul called. Kansas looking for the lead. He's got it.
Decides to bring it all the way to half court and call it with a speed dribble.
67 to 65 Kansas. Lindsay gets it into the forecourt and the timeout. 6 on the clock.
Oh my goodness.
Risky pass. 6 seconds left. LeConte with 4 seconds. With 3 seconds. LeConte trying to drive. Leans in. Off the mark. It's over. Kansas wins a wild one in Waco. 10